Nadhim Zahawi was not a familiar name in British politics this time last year. But since his promotion to the cabinet in September last year, he has ridden a political rollercoaster to rival the one that ejected Boris Johnson from Downing Street. Amid last week's fallout, Zahawi had gone from Education Secretary on Monday to Chancellor on Tuesday. By Thursday, he played a central role in ending Johnson's premiership. Now, he's thrown his hat in the ring to be the next Conservative leader and Prime Minister of the UK. It's the latest step in the meteoric rise that his allies hope could see him become Britain's first non-white Prime Minister, but an about turn against his boss that critics believe will backfire. Born in Iraqi Kurdistan, Zahawi arrived in the UK after his family fled Saddam Hussein's Iraq in 1978. A passionate campaigner, Nadhim Zahawi organised London demonstrations calling for Hussein to be deposed in 1991.
And if there is a coup, it'll be a coup by the people, for the people of Iraq.
Outside of politics, Zahawi pursued a successful business career. He previously worked as an aide to best-selling novelist and former Tory MP Geoffrey Archer, who was later imprisoned for 2 years for perjury and perverting the course of justice, after it emerged he had lied in a libel case. His other business acumen includes distributing T-shirts and Teletubbies merchandise to retailers, and he's by no means a stranger to being in the public eye. In 2004, he made headlines after he was injured in a motorbike accident and got a parking ticket as he was being put in the ambulance.
It's agony because my leg is broken, and then one of the passers-by, one of the eyewitnesses, comes and knocks on the door of the van when the policeman is sitting next to me and says, "Officer, you won't believe this, but this poor man's bike has just had a ticket put on."
He made his first millions when YouGov, the online polling company he co-founded, floated on the stock market. He's now thought to be the second richest MP in Parliament, after fellow Tory leadership hopeful Rishi Sunak. Unlike many ambitious Tories elected when the party returned to power under David Cameron, his ministerial career did not take off when he was elected in 2010. It wasn't until Zahawi backed Brexit in the 2016 referendum that his standing within the party began to rise. It was Johnson's patronage in 2020 that thrust Zahawi into the spotlight as vaccines minister at the height of the coronavirus pandemic. By the time he was promoted to Education Secretary in the September 2021 cabinet reshuffle, Zahawi had solidified his place in Johnson's cabinet. But when the Prime Minister's leadership became untenable, it was his newly appointed Chancellor that arguably delivered the knockout punch. When Sunak resigned last week, Zahawi was one of the few credible candidates for the job, but some of his supporters were disappointed when he accepted. Less than 48 hours later, he was part of a delegation of ministers who told the Prime Minister to go. Zahawi's campaign will focus on 3 elements: his backstory, his business hinterland, and his record in government. To succeed, he will need to convince fellow Tory MPs that he can unite the party. And given his role in its present division, many question his ability to rebuild after the turmoil of the Johnson era.
Thank you very much, everyone. Good morning and welcome.